Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? You're just here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back to the reaction to Peaky Blinders. This is the final season, season 6, episode 5, the penultimate episode for the entire series, The Road to Hell. With an episode title like that, how can you not be excited to just jump right in and check it out? But I actually just edited the last episode, or my reaction for it, just today and posted on YouTube, so it's still fresh in my mind right now. At the end of the episode, we actually saw Tommy get diagnosed with a sickness that's apparently inoperable, that's related to Ruby's death also, and the sickness that she had before she died. So yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do because he was only given 12 to 18 months to live, so what exactly is he going to do with that limited amount of time? Apparently, there's no way to actually cure this also, so it was a death sentence. There's only one way to find out if it actually will be. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Started with some dopeness. Slow walk and all. She sees who's coming. They know.
Mr. Shelby, I only gave opium to your brother because he gave me big trouble.
He did do that.
I'd like a pot of green tea.
He just set a bomb down and showed them. And he's just chilled there with it.
How much opium do you have in your cellar?
£5.
Bring it to me.
5 pounds.
Mr. Shelby, the clock is still ticking.
He knows. I don't think it's a real bomb. Oh, it is, honey.
Thank you for the tea.
Deuces. You see? It's not a real bomb. There it is. I was waiting for it to explode. It was real. Yeah, times are changing here. Look at the world being built around them.
Sorry I'm late. Closed Montague Street with the gas explosion or... Right, well, it would be nice if just one thing could happen in Birmingham that wasn't our fault.
They're responsible for everything.
Gathered you all here today because there is news. It is of interest to the whole family. I'd like to welcome Finn's new wife, Mary.
There's Finn. We haven't seen him forever.
There is one more item of business. Everyone, this here is Erasmus.
Nobody calls me that.
I call him Duke. This is my son.
This is kind of crazy that he's accepting him.
Is it too early for whiskey?
It's never too early. Just ask Arthur.
Shelby breakfast for you, son. I don't drink. And I'm not Shelby. I'm a Duke. You're fucking Shelby, all right. Don't worry about that. So let's get this right then. You can't read, you can't fucking write, nothing wrong with that. What can you do? I can tell the time. Tell the time. Here, he can tell the time.
Arthur seems like his old self.
You can fucking do.
Oh!
What time is it, Mr. Shelby? That's what I can do.
He's a
You
thief.
little bastard. Here, keep it. Stop you from being late in the future.
I like that. You know that's going to come in handy, that skill, too, at some point. There's only 2 episodes left, and we've already started one of them. Yes! Best episode ever. All right, the series.
Is there forgiveness in your heart for Arthur Shelby?
This season just took it up a notch.
No,
Damn it.
but there may be forgiveness from God.
She seems back to her old self as well.
I will write your foundation a cheque for £10,000.
Ooh. Praise the Lord.
To look kindly on Arthur and to help him.
Your money will be spent to do good around the world, but I'm only agreeing to help him. Not to sleep with him.
God bless.
It's a start.
We've got a problem with the referee. He's not taking the money. He's fucking religious or something. Arthur, what should we do?
He's got him in his clutches.
Don't give me the referee. Bring me the fucking referee.
Yeah, Arthur seems like back to normal now. Pretty close to it.
Oh, this is Imogen.
A little shove.
The one that likes to be fucking difficult, eh?
When I leave this place, I'm going straight to the police.
You are?
This man pointed a gun at me.
Oh, him there?
Yes. Give me the police. Reports of a man with a revolver on Watery Lane.
There you go.
Let's hear their response.
Superintendent Mosh.
Yeah, he knows he's fucked.
On Saturday afternoon, you take this whistle and you blow. You give a penalty to Birmingham City in the final minute, and Birmingham City will win 1-0. All you gotta do is...
Simples. No. Oh, he said no.
I won't do it. I will not take money to cheat. Fucking hell. A beating will make no difference.
I know that.
We'll see about that.
It's your fucking eyes. In the bleak midwinter.
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Wiping it away. You've been in the family long enough.
He's gotta do it.
For you to get blooded.
I think you can't.
Look at in your eyes.
Yo.
Enough. All right, come on.
I was gonna say they could just replace the ref.
Look at you, look.
Yo, that was intense.
You're not going to heaven no more. I won't let you in.
That was the best scene we've seen from his character, though, since he's been in the show. I don't know what he was up to in the finale, but either way, that was dope. Yo, this turned into a horror movie all of a sudden. Who the fuck is in there?
Who the fuck are you?
I hear
Yo!
you're the informant inside the Shelby organization. I have something I need you to do, and I want to impress upon you.
Yo, shit. Oh!
I'm about to give you an instruction. You do as I say.
Oh, man.
You stay a man. My associates are gonna take care of Thomas Shelby, and you are gonna give us up his brother, Arthur.
No!
Yes, fucking yes, please. Most of all, the man loves his balls.
I love mine. There's no way they actually kill Arthur. This is the final season, but there is a movie too.
Hello, Arthur.
Yo!
Bow your head, Arthur, and close your eyes.
So glad they're in the same room at least.
Yeah, somewhere.
Together we'll find it. Digging for the words will help clean your soul.
Definitely some weird camera work right now.
Concealed for so long. For so long.
Super close up.
Caught him stealing a car. And he's got a stack of cash from the betting shop. Steal from who you want. Don't steal from me. Get a train to wherever the fuck you want to go. Get out.
I don't ride trains.
Not a fact. Well, Curly has a two-wheeled wagon.
I can kind of understand why he wants to leave from what he just saw.
And a horse. For the hills.
Which hills?
All of them. All the hills of England.
There's work here for the man who knows horses.
It's definitely a Shelby.
You already have a son.
Our business has two sides. Light and dark. I'll need someone for each.
And I'm dark.
I've realised we don't get to choose which one we are.
It's kind of your role, man. Embrace it. Tommy's getting 2 sex scenes, 1 episode too. 2 different girls. I feel like that was more or less a business transaction though.
If you do this thing, the possibility of war. There will be a war in this family, and one of you will die.
When you come to America, I will show you things.
You're going to America?
To Canada. Lizzie, it's collect payment for the shipment. I need to do it myself.
Canada.
I see myself so clearly in you, Thomas Shelby.
Sounds like we're going to Canada in the finale.
Mr. Shelby, there's a car coming up the drive. A Rolls Royce.
It is remarkable how quickly our relationships have developed.
What are they up to?
So many triangles in this room. Everyone, except for Mr. Nelson, is the point of a triangle.
Mr. Nelson, you have all that you came for. I have confirmation that the future of Europe is in the hands of men like yourselves.
A 2-week visit may have changed the course of history.
We all got what we wanted.
Yes, and I got what I have wanted from the moment I set eyes on it.
Why is she talking? Like,
Elizabeth,
every time she opens her
you
mouth.
are a very lucky woman to have each day what I have only sampled once.
She just had to bring that up. Rub it in her face. Like, Lizzie's been through enough this season.
Forgive us, Mr. Nelson. That was a necessary bit of housekeeping. She doesn't deserve you, Mr. Shelby.
You know, the thing is, Mosley, you're right. Truth is, I belong here at this table. With fuckers like you. Could there be a sadder ending, right?
Mr. Nelson's prepared to get you out of here. But first he needs an answer to a question.
Okay, let's hear it.
I've consulted my mother.
Your mother's dead.
And yes, when I'm released, it is my intention to kill Tommy Shelby.
That just confirms it. What we've been long waiting for. What we knew was going to happen eventually. What he's been wanting to do. Holy shit. To actually hear it from his mouth too. Crazy episode. Penultimate episode of the entire series. Alright guys, that was Peaky Blinders, Season 6, Episode 5, The Road to Hell. What a crazy episode. There's a lot to go over. That ending, from the start to finish, this episode was great. Like, the start with the whole bomb, with Tommy just walking in that shop where they were selling opium to Arthur previously. That was freaking awesome. And then it ends like that, where Michael, I actually thought like he might even be killed off there for a second. I was like, did Jack figure out something to basically put him against Tommy? Or Michael going on Tommy's side to go against Jack, so he just had to off him now? That's what I was thinking, but I was like, what could it possibly be? And yeah, thankfully that was not the case. He just wanted to know, or he just wanted confirmation. Are you actually going to kill Thomas Shelby when you get out of here? Or if I release you now, will you kill him? And yeah, he said he consulted with his mom. We saw that one scene which was super awesome, super powerful as well, with Polly. Every time they show her, I thought we actually saw her previously too this episode when I think it's Diane, when she was showing up to Tommy's boat. Just because it was focused on the shot from behind. I knew that, I didn't know when, but I knew eventually they had another scene in their back pocket that or a scene up their sleeve that they were going to show us eventually of Polly that they've been waiting to show us that they haven't shown us yet. Because obviously they've had it forever that they didn't know, or we didn't know when they were actually going to use it. So that's why I was thinking, all right, is this the scene here where Polly is actually comes back? And then I even said, like, oh, is that Polly? But no, that was Diane. They were just showing it. I don't know why. Just the way it was being filmed, the way she was dressed, everything, the way it was shot. For some reason, I just thought we were getting a flashback, but that was not the case because it was revealed. It was Diane, and I was super disappointed. And seeing them hook up as well, that was pretty weird. I did not like it, but it was clearly for business. But then seeing her actually throw it back in Tommy's and Lizzie's face later on in the episode, like, what a bitch. And Mosley knew about it too. What a dick. Like, I'm not a fan of either of them. Hopefully they get theirs at some point, but there's only one more episode to go. And then obviously the movie, I really don't know what the hell is going to happen. I'm assuming the finale, this is what I think is going to go down in the finale. Tommy, like he said, he did bring it up this episode where he has to go pick up the money or whatever for the transaction, the deal that they currently did. $5 million, I think it was, or yeah, $5 million. So when Tommy goes to pick it up, that's when shit is really going to hit the fan because Michael's going to get out of jail and he's going to be waiting for him there and he's going to attempt to kill him. But Tommy's already a dead man. Like, he's already been sentenced to death, basically. We saw that last episode with being given with the sickness, with being given 12 to 18 months left to live. Like, it doesn't really matter at this point. And he was already told it's inoperable. So, man, so much shit is going down. There's still a lot more to discuss. I don't know. I guess it kind of already began, but I was going to say, I don't know where to begin. So I'm going to be jumping around quite a bit. I think the one thing I do really want to bring up right now before I forget, thing that I really want to discuss because it was probably the craziest shit that did go down this episode, was the stuff with Uncle Jack. Seeing him, I didn't know he was that savage. Like, we always knew he was kind of like a gangster, but we haven't actually seen it like that side of him this season or since he's been introduced. So Yeah, seeing it this episode with that one dude, and right before that, let's backtrack a little bit before we actually get to that shower scene, because that was freaking brutal. I was cringing like crazy. I know my face during the reaction, it was like I was eating like a sour prune or something. Just could be like the entire reaction. So that's how bad it was. Like I was flinching quite a bit there. I was super nervous. Like I was tensed up because it was that freaking crazy. But going back to the scene right before that, we haven't seen that guy all season, Finn's buddy. And going back to last season as well, I thought he'd be playing a bigger part this season, or he would have been killed off by now, because we saw him pick up the phone and that never actually came back, I guess, till now. So going back to that scene where he was kind of getting his cherry popped, where Arthur made him kill off that one ref who was not going along with the plan. And if I was that ref, why would you not just accept the deal, just go along with it? Even if you're not planning on going along with it, don't tell them to their faces that you're not going along with it. Just skip town or whatever, because, yeah, I have no sympathy for that ref. I understand he's just trying to do the right thing. He's a good guy. He doesn't want to take any part of that criminal underworld stuff, so I get that. But why would you actually say something in that moment? Why would you tell them, like, the people that are threatening to kill you, why would you tell them to their faces, like, no, I'm not going to do that? Even after they made the threat, like, basically saying, we are going to kill you if you don't go through with this. He's like, no. So I have no sympathy for him. Did he deserve to die? No. But at the same time, you got to be smarter, man. So the other guy, he got his cherry popped. They forced him, like, with the wire. Like, that was straight out of Hitman. I've used that same weapon in Hitman before, the video game, but that was freaking brutal. Like, that was some great acting on his behalf too, because when he was doing it, like, the intensity, there was blood like squirting everywhere too. It was super bloody. And then what was the other kid's name? Tommy's son. Fuck. Was it Dutch? Something like that. But he witnessed the entire thing also, and he was pretty like messed up from the situation as well. He stole some money right after that and was ready to skip town. And I don't blame that kid, but before we get to his son, man, seeing all that blood and seeing the intensity, because right after he dropped those wires, that one actor, I don't know the actor's name, who we haven't seen all season, Finn's buddy, but there was like drool and spit like coming out of his mouth, and he was super bloody and he was like shaking. That was a super intense scene, man. Props to him. That was job well done. He freaking executed not only that ref, but that entire scene flawlessly. I was super impressed by that scene. But then the next scene afterwards, when he's in the shower and he's still shaking up from it because he just killed a man, got his cherry popped. Man, you hear it became like a horror movie, because you hear the footsteps in the shower. You know, I didn't even know who it was, and then that's when Jack like stuck up on him. He turned around, like he's butt naked, and then that's when Jack, with the wires, put them right on his nuts. And man, that was brutal. I was flinching up like crazy, like. I was up like this, like that was so brutal. I gotta watch that back. It's gonna be rough for me to watch back, because I felt like my nuts were being tortured there. And then we saw the blood almost immediately too. At first I just thought he walked up to him and just sliced it like he was connected to the ref or something, getting revenge. That was not the case, which was very interesting. So the blood was just dropping, and then he held him there the entire time with the wires around it. And he's basically like, yeah, you're gonna be an informer for me. Let me know where Arthur is, and then we're going to kill Tommy as well. So having him be a part of that, there's now hits out for Arthur and Tommy, which I guess that's going to go down in the finale also. Like, oh my God, Tommy has like so many prices on his head. Like, death is coming from so many different directions as well. Like, it's inevitable at this point that Tommy's going to die at the end of this series. Maybe not at the end of this TV series, but at the end of the full series, including the movie. But man, there is so much going down in this show right now. I can't even keep up. Like, so much went down. Let's go to the next scene then. Or not, I don't know if it was the next scene, but probably my favorite scene, the best thing to happen of this entire season. Linda, my girl Linda, is back in the show. Yes, she's kind of going back to her old ways a little bit, like super hardcore Christian, but just seeing her back in the show, back in the same room as Arthur. She already told Tommy, like, I'm not going to fuck him. Like, I'm not taking him back. Like, I'm willing to help him on his path to redemption or road to recovery or whatever you want to call it. But Yeah, seeing her back in the room with Arthur. Arthur was already, like, it took 2 seconds and he was down on his knees, like begging for forgiveness, begging for her back. But it's going to be a long road for the two of them. I don't know if they are ever going to get back to what they once were. Maybe it's for the better, but at least she's back in his life. That's all that I wanted. Yes, I wanted a happy ending too, with them getting back together, them kissing at the end of the series and just living a happy life. Maybe we're not going to get that, but for her just being back in the show, being in the same room as him, that's a big step right there. So that was super cool. I was super happy to see her return, even though it wasn't exactly like I thought it may be or what I was hoping for. That's okay. I'm just happy we got a glimpse of my Linda. She is back in the show. But yeah, all jokes aside, that was freaking crazy. This whole episode with Linda, with Jack, the end of the episode with the close-up on Michael when he's like, yes, I will kill Tommy Shelby. Then the scene before that with Paulie, seeing her return. Like, every time they show that quote, whether it's they actually show her on screen saying it or it's just the audio, we just hear it, like, one of you will die. Like, I don't know, it gives me the creeps at this point. Like, gives me goosebumps. It's super crazy, just the way that they're using it throughout the season as well. It's so well done. I feel like there's more to talk about, but man, I'm kind of at a loss for words for what I just witnessed. I can't believe there's only one episode left of this entire series. Like, when did I start this? I got to go back and look to see when I posted the first reaction, but it's obviously been quite some time. Maybe not as long as Game of Thrones, but yeah, you guys chose for me to actually watch the show. Now, the fact that we're actually approaching the end, I'm kind of at a loss for words. It has been one hell of a journey. It has taken a lot out of me. And I already said last episode too, like last reaction, I wouldn't recommend this show to somebody that's like dealing with some mental anguish right now, because this show will put you through it. But for anybody that just wants to see like a top tier show, not only in regards to the shit that we actually see with the story, but regards to the acting, the performances in the show and the characters, yes, this is a top tier show, and I highly recommend this show. But I don't know what to expect for the finale. Like, I kind of went over what I think is going to happen, but I don't know how it's all going to play out. Like, all right, prediction time. Before I wrap things up, this is my final chance to do predictions for this series before everything is said and done. So yeah, final predictions. I don't think Tommy is going to die in the finale, unless this is my only kind of other way to be right with this prediction, unless we have like a time jump at the very end of the episode. Maybe it jumps ahead and we see like Charlie all grown up, or his other son all grown up, maybe even at his funeral. But I don't think we're going to see him die in real time of the show, because we know there's a movie coming later and going to take place. I mean, I'm at a loss for words here. I definitely need to wrap things up, but because of the fact that we know the movie is coming, that just leads me to believe that Tommy's not actually going to die in the finale. I could be wrong. There might be a time jump where we actually see the funeral of Thomas Shelby. One thing I will say, and this is my bold prediction, because that one wasn't really bold, I do think Arthur is going to die in the finale. And if he is, man, I better have some tissues ready, because they faked out his death before. I almost lost it before when I thought he died. What was it, back in season 4? I think it was the season 4 finale with the Italians, when I thought he was executed. I actually got up and left the room. Like, I needed a minute there. It pissed me off. But now that we're actually in the final episode of the entire series next time around, yeah, I kind of expect Arthur to die. Only because they can't kill off both. You can't kill off Tommy and Arthur. It's one or the other, and I don't think Tommy's going to be the one dying. It would be crazy, though. I wouldn't want to see that either. If Arthur died, and then we see Tommy at his funeral, or the other way around, where we actually saw Tommy die, and we see Arthur at his funeral. Man, I don't even want to bring this up. Hopefully nobody dies, because we've had enough death, enough loss throughout the course of this entire series. But Linda's back. That's some positive that I'm holding on to. I don't know what else could possibly go down. There's a lot of death coming Tommy's way. I just hope he could slip it all and try to avoid it, because I don't want to see him die, man. I've become so attached to these characters. I'm super nervous. We are finally here. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to make sure I avoid all spoilers, all trailers, all teasers, all previews, because I want to go in completely blind like I have pretty much all season, all series. So yeah, I'm ended there, guys. This was another great episode. Hopefully you guys are excited, just as excited as I am for the finale and for what's to come, but I'm sure you guys are just as nervous as I am. So I think I'm gonna end it there. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys like, subscribe, it really lets my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave. Let you back in, you came back in and shit on me. Drag me along for a week.